Hi, everybody. I want to do the meditation for the moon card, the moon tarot card, which, if you remember, is about the body and consciousness of the body, amongst many other things. And I had the really fun idea to do a meditation around visualizing the body deva. The body deva is the consciousness of the body, and our super consciousness, or our Atman, our soul, is the one who lives in the body deva. So I was given this really great metaphor to work with, and the metaphor is that the body is the horse, is like a horse, and our consciousness is like the rider of the horse. And it's important to cultivate a healthy relationship between the horse and the rider. Um, some of us have a very impatient rider. I'm pointing to myself here. And, my consciousness is very fast and wants to move very quickly. And my physical form, the horse, is not as quick as the consciousness, or not as fast moving. So I invite you to just bring whatever materials you want to this meditation, whatever helps you to be creative and see your horse and rider. For some of you, that might be pen and paper and writing. For others, it might be markers or paints or paper, whatever you want to create a picture. Or you may just want to close your eyes and just visualize this. So essentially what you're going to do is picture yourself in a field, a beautiful field where a horse might want to be. Green grass, flowers. And then you're going to visualize your horse, your inner horse, which represents the body deva, the consciousness that is the body. Just picturing in your head, allowing whatever image to come through, that comes through, to come through without judgment or deciding that you will look like a stallion or whatever. Just allowing whatever image to be there. And then you will be the rider of the horse. So once you have that image of the horse, you're noticing the colors, noticing how it feels, how it looks. Does it look calm? Does it look nervous? Does it look well-fed or underfed? Does it look healthy? Once you have that image pretty locked in, or at least set for the moment, then visualize yourself as the rider of the horse. For a moment, having your attention and awareness be in the consciousness, the super consciousness that is inside the body. And you're walking towards this horse that represents your body. And notice how your horse responds to the consciousness. What does this horse do with its tail? What does it do with its body? Does the horse come towards you? Does the horse move away? And that will give you some insight into what your relationship is with your body. Truly is. Subconsciously, anyway. And once you have seen how the horse responds to you, the consciousness that is riding it, you can also, if you like, introduce other people into the dynamic. So you can visualize your partner or friend, walking into the field and coming close to your horse, and see what your horse does. Does the horse run away? Does it run towards this person? Does it just stand peacefully? Also notice what you as the rider are feeling or doing in response to this person being close to your horse. All of this is interesting information that you can sit with and work with. So just write down everything you notice and feel and see. I'll share a little bit of my experience to give you some, I don't know, just for fun. When I first did this meditation, I looked at the horse, and she was a brown horse with a chain of daisies around her neck, and she looked very well fed and a bit lazy. Yep, a bit lazy, like she had been put out to pasture for a long, long time and hadn't been run. And I noticed that when I invited my partner to come into the image, my horse laid down, which I thought was very funny, and rested and felt really peaceful. That when my daughter came into the pasture, my horse kind of spun in circles and was pretty excited. And that when my son came into the pasture, my horse bowed its head and just looked into my son's eyes and got very still and peaceful. And I will say that that does correlate pretty well to how I feel around each one of those people. It was really interesting to observe it visually and see how it was all playing out. You can also introduce other things to this horse to see how your body and nervous system respond to things. You can introduce colors to the horse and see if the horse likes it. You can introduce foods, even foods that you wouldn't feed a horse. You can just bring chicken close to your horse or dairy or something and see what happens. It might be fruitful, might give you some information about what your body is wanting and needing. The other thing I noticed is no matter who I invited into the horse pasture, I, as the rider, as the self, as the superconscious, did not experience any change. So whoever came into the pasture, the horse might have had a response, but I did not. I thought that was pretty cool to feel the difference. So I hope you have fun meeting your inner body deva, your inner horse. I'd love to hear in the forum what you guys think of your horses and what this is like for you. I think it's a pretty fun experiment. And over time, if you do this more than once, you can notice how your horse changes, how it responds differently, depending on what kinds of interventions you do during the day. Like maybe you decide your horse, like me, is a little bit under exercised and you exercise the horse a little bit more. And over time, I've seen my horse get a little bit less round in the belly and she's looking a little bit more energetic. So you may notice that your horse changes over time and that's a pretty fun thing to try. Okay. Also, you be open to if you have the intention of meeting your inner horse, you might go in and decide your subconscious makes a different animal. And that's completely okay. So if your inner animal for this experiment isn't a horse, don't worry about it. Your subconscious mind is always showing you, your consciousness is always showing you whatever it is that is needed, that is going to give you information for growing and for healing. So I hope you all have a lovely weekend.